Aloha, I'm Denise Yamaguchi. I'm the Executive Director of the Hawaii Agricultural Foundation, and I want to welcome you to our 20th episode of Eat, Think, Drink. Before we start, I want to thank our presenting sponsors, Central Pacific Bank and Alaska Airlines, and I want to also thank our other sponsors, Alexander and Baldwin, Aloha Beer Company, Bear, Kamehameha Schools, Lend-Lease, Mahi Pono, Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits, the State of Hawaii, the Ulupono Initiative, and Waihata. Tonight's program is being recorded and will be made available on our website. Please silence your phones and refrain from talking as a courtesy to those presenting this evening. Before we start, I'd like to introduce Brant Farias, Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer from Central Pacific Bank, our title sponsor for Eat, Think, Drink.
Good evening. It's great to be here and be one of the presenting sponsors of this event, along with Alaska Airlines. I see Daniel Chun sitting in front here. Mahalo, Daniel. They just celebrated their 15th anniversary in Hawaii. Let's give them a hand. So if you know CPB, you know that our president, Arno Martinez, and CEO-elect is from the Big Island, Puilo, small town outside of Hilo. And he has a lot of aloha for the agricultural industry, and the work that the Hawaii Ag Foundation does is obviously critical to our future. It's interesting, Denise mentioned Mahi Pono, and I had the opportunity to meet one of the leaders of Mahi Pono over the weekend because we sponsored the Made in Hawaii Festival, and he was talking about all the work they do on the Big Island to take fallow land, used to be in sugarcane, and replant and repurpose. And you know, that's what this is all about, right? Recycling, reusing, and keeping our agricultural industry alive and vibrant. Very important to us, very important to all of you. And I thank you sincerely for all you do, and I look forward to a great evening, okay? Thank you very much.
The Hawaii Agricultural Foundation launched Eat, Think, Drink in November of 2016 to spark meaningful conversations about important agriculture and food issues facing our community, and to build and engage a larger network of conscious and caring consumers like yourself. This has been going on for 6 years now. It's pretty long. Tonight, the 20th episode of Eat, Think, Drink, we are excited to present Food Waste, Full Circle with Composting. Food waste is a global issue, and according to the World Counts Organization, 1.3 billion tons of food is wasted annually. And in the US, about 30 to 40% of the nation's food supply is wasted. We hope that this discussion tonight gets you to think about how you prepare for your Thanksgiving next week. When looking at turkey alone, 200 million pounds are thrown out after Thanksgiving. Hawaii also pays some of the highest food prices in the US, but still 237,000 tons of food per year is tossed out, roughly 1/4 of the available food supply. At the same time, 1 in every 6 Hawaii residents struggles to put food on the table, and 81,000 keiki struggle with hunger every day. Tonight we're going to hear perspectives from key players working on these issues. We start with keynote speaker Marvin Min. Marvin is Senior Vice President of the Hawaii Division for Hawaiian Earth Recycling, Hawaiian Earth Products, and Menehune Magic. Together, they account for 6 facilities throughout Oahu and Hawaii Island. Marvin joined the company in 2016, but before that, he held numerous positions that make him qualified for this job, including Chief Engineer at Mauna Kea Resort and General Manager of Hawaii Gas on the Big Island. Since 1993, Hawaiian Earth Recycling has been an integral part in diverting approximately 2 million tons of green waste, including logs and untreated wood pallets, from the landfill or being incinerated at H-Power. Instead, Hawaiian Earth Products transforms the waste into soil amendments, blends, mulch, and erosion control products, and compost for potting and mixing for use throughout Hawaii. Hawaiian Earth Recycling is the largest permitted green waste recycling company in Hawaii. Please join me in welcoming Marvin Min.
Aloha, everyone. Nice to see so many people, and thank you for coming here and joining us. And I know everyone has a busy schedule. Thank you, Denise, and your team for organizing this great event. Before we start, I just wanted to welcome one of our guests, Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke, right here. Thank you. And also former past Senate President Bobby Bunda. Denise mentioned a lot of things that Hawaiian Earth Recycling is about. And yes, we are the largest green waste recycling company in the state of Hawaii. And we recycle over 140,000 tons each year. Now, since our inception, we have diverted over 2 million tons from our landfills and incinerated H-Power. Now, to give you guys a visual perspective how much 2 million tons is, this room, maybe 300 tons that might fit in this room. So if you take our iconic Diamond Head Crater as an example, we would fill up Diamond Head Crater 2 times. As Denise mentioned, we're located at 6 different facilities throughout Oahu and the Big Island. Our main facility is out in Wahiawa. I want to take you to the Big Island, though, and talk a little bit about Hilo, and show you this little video. And I take you to the Big Islands because the frenzy of the community picking up and looking forward to what we call mulch days, where they can pick up compost the first day of every single month. And if you guys can ever get to Hilo and feel it and touch it and get that energy from what we do out in Hilo, it's just amazing. Take a look at this.
Marvin, out here in Hilo, first was Wahiawa, now we're in Hilo. We talked about it and how what the people in Hilo can just come and then you guys give it to them, you give it away. Tell me, first of all, the steam coming out, what was that?
All that heat
yeah.
is from the microbial activities. So when you have the right amount of moisture, especially with the Hilo rain, the natural Hilo rain, and it activates all the microbes. So when the microbes work, and they work very hard and breathe, that's what creates all the heat, which creates all that temperature of 131 degrees all the time, which kills all the invasive species.
Leaving you with
beneficial mulch for everyone to use. Wow. And this is just a fantastic project. Partnered with the County of Hawaii. Yeah. Mayor Billy Kinoy started this project.
God bless him.
Mayor Harry Kim came on board and big supporter of what we're doing here, diverting from the landfill. And now Mayor Mitch Roth has taken on the reins and has been a tremendous supporter of what we're doing.
Yeah. These people realize how valuable the product that we produce, the mulch that we produce. They see the value of it and they use it in their gardens and see, what reaps the benefit that it brings.
Yeah. So, and obviously, there is many.
Oh,
because
definitely.
They keep coming back.
Definitely.
Right?
Every month, you see the same guys, same people, every month. And new people. That's why the line keeps getting longer.
And longer and longer.
Yes.
That line, I come at 3 o'clock in the morning. 10 of those guys are already here before.
They are.
Yes.
They are.
Waiting in line.
It's a gift to the farmers. I use it every single year, and I use it every month, twice a month.
What are you growing?
I have a big fruit farm.
Yeah.
And I mulch all my ulu trees with this mulch.
Very important. It's instead of buying it at the Home Depot,
Yes.
and it has, you let it wait for maybe a couple of months,
Yeah.
it'll grow anything.
I guarantee you put this product in your garden, you're going to be known for that green thumb. Guaranteed.
Yeah, without even, just slap it on and let them do the work for you and make you successful. All right, we talked about the.
Again, it's crazy out in Hilo. You guys got to see this. This next video is the same thing about Hilo, but I want to give you a different perspective because that line that's waiting to be loaded is 3 miles long, right? It's like Black Friday going to Target, right? People going in, waiting in that line, and all of a sudden, you get your TV and you come out to your car and you start calling your family, I got the TV. Well, these guys are like the same thing because the supply and demand, right? It's about supply and demand, and there's only 2 days out of the entire month that we have that supply out in Hilo. But check out this. So we have this 3 mile long of guys just waiting to be loaded. But we also make another line for guys that want to self-load. The guys that, and ladies, I have an 80-year-old customer, right, that she comes in with her truck, not one Tacoma pickup truck, with a 4 to 8 foot long bed that she wants to load it herself. Okay, check this out.
Man, out here, what do they call this place, Aaron?
This is the East Hawaii Organics Facility.
Thank you very much. All right, when you come out here, I noticed there were 2 lines.
Yes.
You had one line out in the front, and then you had that long line that went all the way to the back.
Yeah.
Tell us about the first line.
Okay,
What is
so
that?
the first line is self-load. And people who are willing to self-load on their own,
Yes.
we want to send them through right away.
Well,
So we set aside 150 yards for them, and by the way, hour and a half in, and we're almost out
brah,
over there.
dude,
Yeah.
those guys enjoy self-loading.
Yes, they do.
I didn't think they would, but they actually do.
They actually do. They actually got their own little community every month. Yeah.
This compost that we're giving away, the black magic,
Yeah.
the black gold,
Our enhanced mulch.
it's absolutely free.
It is absolutely free.
This is essential. This basically helps everything that we have grow better, helps to feed the aina. So what my wife likes to say is hanai ina ko'a. So hanai ina ko'a is basically to, malama and take care of what takes care of you. And if you do that, then it's going to take care of you, and it's just going to keep going.
All right, local people, pay attention to this, all right? I am very OCD, and, oh, God, I can't even look at it. Go ahead, girl, keep going. Okay, all right? Oahu girls, let me show you what Big Island Wahinis do up here, all right? They come out here, they get their mulch, they put them right in the back of this. Is this a Toyota? Okay, all right? This ain't for taking you grocery shopping, all right, and pick up the kids from the park and take them to the games. This vehicle is used for the mulch. What does this mean for you people that are doing garden? That's what, yeah, black gold. That's exactly what they kind of call it too at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, it's fabulous. I can come out here. It's
This-
already mostly composted. I can just mix it with the volcanic dirt and it's good to go. It's fabulous.
What you guys do is incredible. You take from the earth, you reprocess, and you give back to the earth.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. You gotta feel good every day.
Well, at least 2 times a month.
And that is so true. This last video before I lead into my presentation, just basically is an opener talking now about food waste and what we do about food waste and composting, and basically trying to divert it from entering the landfills.
Have you ever looked at a banana peel and wondered, is that it? All that time spent nurturing the banana and now it's just waste? Could this humble peel serve a greater purpose?
We define waste as anything unused, unproductive, or not properly utilized.
Currently, in the US, over 50% of trash going to landfills is all compostable materials. Just stop it!
Imagine if we diverted those billions of pounds from the landfill and turned them into compost.
Imagine our cities, vacant lots converted into food forests. Imagine abundance everywhere.
And it can help reverse climate change.
If we're to keep the planet habitable, human beings must participate in regeneration.
We must compost by all means necessary.
This is the regenerative system our future depends on.
Drop the mic.
So some food waste facts. With employees working from home and students learning remotely, people ordering takeout to support their local restaurants, etc. Food bills skyrocketed as families spent more time and ate more meals at home. In the United States, that surge of food spending often translates to more food waste. Even pre-pandemic, we wasted massive quantities of food every single day. How much food is wasted each year in the United States? Well, Americans, we waste an average of approximately 1 pound of food per person per day. So why do we waste so much food? Well, food spoilage is one of the biggest reasons that people throw out food. More than 80% of Americans discard perfectly good consumable food. Compared to the rest of the world, food in the United States is plentiful and less costly, except in Hawaii, right? And we do not appreciate or value as much as other communities around the globe do. Americans are also often impulsive in their food purchases. And my wife's here, and she can tell you that when we go shopping at Costco, she hates when I go along shopping with her because, Costco has a big wagon, a big basket, right? I'm sure all of you guys or bringing your husbands with you, you guys are going to fill up that basket, right? And sometimes we try to take 2 wagons with us. But, I also have a big chest freezer at home. And I told my wife I'm going to buy this chest freezer to fill it up with all the fish that I catch and all the pigs that I hunt. That was all to store all my food, right? This guy laughing. You do the same thing, yeah? Yeah, we got to catch fish though, yeah? So. Changing the laws to curb so much food waste, that's the good news though. Many states across the country are taking action to curb food waste, yeah? Gain food recovery and repurpose food. And we have passed the laws to restrict the amount of food waste going to landfills. Some laws started banning food scraps, and according to the food bank in Vermont, food donations statewide had increased 40%. So hopefully our food bank here will see an emergence of food recycling and purposing. One of the good news, I want to make sure that everyone understands this. Right here, the city and county of Honolulu will start residential curbside food waste collection on January 1st, 2024. On the national level, the USDA and the EPA, they set goals way back in 2015 to reduce food waste in half by the year 2030. That's right around the corner. We got to speed things up, right? Wasting food has environmental repercussions, and if you haven't known this, we need to help tackle one of the globe's most pressing problems, which is climate change. Wasting food has irreversible environmental consequences. It wastes all the water and energy that it took, first of all, to produce that. And it generates greenhouse gases, which contribute to global warming. The production of food waste in the United States is equivalent to greenhouse emissions of 37 million cars. If we are on the same path of food loss, the environmental impact could be disastrous. I like this slide here. It's from the EPA website. It's called the Food Recovery Hierarchy, and source reduction is number 1. That's what they promote, right? And I think we all can do that after this presentation, after this event. There's many of us in this room that we're already doing that part. The Hawaii Food Bank, Hawaii Vinegar, EcoFeed, right? We're feeding hungry people, we're feeding animals, we're doing industrial uses and composting with the City Resilience Office and Hawaiian Earth Recycling before our last resort of landfilling or incinerating. I wanted to put this note on the bottom. By the year 2050, if you guys cannot read that back there, the world population will hit 9 billion people. Yesterday, we hit 8 billion people. I don't know if you guys heard about that. right? 6 years ago, we're at 6 billion people, right? By then, food production must be increased by 70%. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Hawaiian Earth. We are committed to help Hawaii become sustainable. We are demonstrating by walking the talk. We can help with climate change or carbon footprint. In fact, we're doing this right now. We are passionate about controlling the spread of invasive species. We can help conserve water or filtering out harmful chemicals that seep into our aquifers, our ocean, and our drinking water. Sustainability, and I tell this to everybody, is bigger than all of us in this room. But together, we must prove to the world that we can. Here's a list of some incredible benefits of composting. And I'm not going to go through all of it because hopefully you guys all know. But basically, it's trash to treasure, right? Increases yield crops, the nutrient levels, improves the soil health, etc. This is a good one right here. It saves water with compost. In fact, I know Bear is a sponsor. I think some people from Bear are here. We did a test project with Bear prior to summer. They wanted to use compost to help save water. That compost basically retains moisture at 16 times capacity. But also, it helps reduce the cost of importing fertilizer. I want to talk a little bit about this slide right here about processed, purified, and perfected. So not only do we just bring in the green waste and we process it and grind it up and make mulch and turn it into compost, but we purify it. We sanitize it. We go through this process called PFRP, process to further reduce pathogens, because you don't know what's in that green waste. And I don't think you want to know, okay? But when we process it and we purify it, we ensure that we kill every single pathogens in there, which is the fecal coliform, salmonella. And at the same time, we send it out to a third-party lab to test it, so we can ensure that we kill also the invasive species and get a feedstock analysis of what the components of the NPK, the nutrient levels in the product is. And that's how we perfect it before we send out the compost. I mentioned earlier about invasive species. The Hawaii Invasive Species Council awarded Hawaiian Earth Recycling this year with the Outstanding Business Leader Award. And this was presented on behalf of the State Senate and House Representatives this past year for help control the spread of invasive species. Your family and friends, neighbors, anyone that you know who are landscapers, farmers, ranchers, as long as they pay their taxes, they can qualify for this, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a call. Let them know about this program, because the state, the Department of Ag is managing this program, right? So for every dollar that they spend, that they help put into the ground and improve our soil health, we'll have a 50% reimbursement. With that said, mahalo everybody.